Oh, leave Nittany alone?
I walked through the supermarket with her and my stroller in the cart, and I'd walk past old women that would like look at me, and like I've had people come up to me and be like, "Oh, is that your sister?" And I'd be like, "No, it's my baby." And then they'd kind of just like, "Oh," and walk away. And it's kind of like you want to shake them and be like, times aren't like that anymore. Like, stop putting that stereotype. That's exactly what it is, a stereotype.
What I've seen students struggle with is seeing that they can still be a parent and a student at the same time.
At Penn State, students are often faced with everyday problems of studying for exams, managing their social life, and keeping track of money. But one Penn State couple faces an even greater challenge, being parents. Lisa Hatton is a Penn State junior studying secondary education. Her fiancé, James Downey, also a junior, plans on getting a diploma in mechanical engineering. But along with their education, they have another commitment that is even more important, their daughter Bailey.
And we started out in high school. Lisa actually got pregnant when she was a senior. And we went to prom and she was like 4 months pregnant, but nobody actually kind of knew.
It was a contraction. Okay. Now look, this is you right now, Bailey. This is all we know of you.
So when I had her, it was November 11th. I was in the hospital. It was right around the weekend, so I only missed a week of school, but since I only went Tuesday, Thursday, I missed one class, well, 2 classes. And then it was Thanksgiving break. You have a week off for that at Penn State. So I had a week off for that, and then we came back, took our finals, and had a winter break, so I had a whole nice month at home to spend with her. After she was born, joining the student government, and he actually got involved with student government. He was the president of the engineering club, so we were both fully involved with that, going to meetings every Monday, creating events, planning events. I actually had an office there, so she was always on campus. She was always the baby on campus, so they actually made a joke, running joke, that everyone called her the youngest Penn State student that doesn't have to pay tuition. And it was actually really funny because really everyone on campus knew her by name, and she would run around. She'd be in the cafeteria, she'd be in the lounge, she'd be in my office. She loved riding the elevator up and down the building.
The chancellor used to come down and hang out with us, so that was pretty cool. So like, she
The
was
chancellor.
that well known.
One organization that helps ready students for children is a Women's Concern Pregnancy Resource Clinic. Executive Director Jenny Summers is one of many employees that helps provide students with potential choices on how to manage their pregnancy.
I think fundamentally, the basics are there. I think that millennials can parent just as good as their parents parented or their grandparents parented. It's just going to look different. The students are kind of transplants in the community that they live in. They're not living with family. So they're going to learn how to parent their kids maybe by researching and looking it up and learning about all different opinions that are in the media versus learning it hands-on from a family member. And I'm not so sure that one's better than the other. It's just a different way of learning.
I know when we first got pregnant, our parents right away were like, oh no, especially my father, because they want to see something more for their children. They want to see you guys succeed, go to school. They want you to follow the blueprint life. Go to school, get married, have a house, get a career, and then have children. So when you halt that and the plan has a curve in it, everyone's like, oh no. But as long as you're strong and you're determined and you have good support, you can do it. It's very possible. We've been very blessed with the support we've had.
What's your name?
Bailey Downey.
Where do you live?
In Mommy's house.
Oh, in Mommy's house.
Where does Mommy live?
At Penn State.
At Penn
Penn
State?
State, good job.
What do you do at football games? What do they scream?
PSU.
PSU, good job.